Hey guys, Ron Simone Jr. here. One Stop Realty Shop, Net You, that after school challenge. We were going to give you a little bit of story time from this book, but forget about this book. We got an even better story for you. Let me just make sure let me make sure we're right here. Okay, we got the sound shut off. Okay, so this is story time at One Stop Realty Shop, Net You, and the after school challenge. So if you guys follow us, recently we wrote up an offer on a property with, we're not going to mention any names of realtors. We're not going to mention any companies of realtors. But in this case, they're going to be the bad guys. The bad guys. So we had taken a client to see a property the other day. My client liked the property, put in an offer on the property, and this is for informational purposes anyway, because you get to see what type of business is done by what type of realtors out there. You also get to see that if you don't choose the right realtor, it might not work out for you in the end. So, Bad Business Realty was the listing agent, and Superhero Realty was the buyer's agent. So my client walked in, and at the time it was a beautiful day. The stars, imagine with me here. It was a little bit dusk. The stars were coming out. Happiness. Sun was shining earlier. So our client liked the property. And our client decided to put an offer in on the property. So Superhero Realty put in an offer on the property with their client. It was a very, 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 very good offer. And on top of that, just so you know, we let Bad Business Realty, we expressed to them that it was a very good list price. A very good list price, because most realtors list your house way above what it really should be just to get a listing from you. That's ABC Realtors, all of them. So we had put in an offer on the property, very, very, very not too far off from full price. So we put the offer in, and Bad Business Realty said that they got our offer, they would review it that night. So next day goes by, we hear nothing from Bad Business Realty. We text Bad Business Realty. Bad Business Realty says that they're working on our offer. Okay. Next day goes by. We text Bad Business Realty again, and they say, now remember what I'm saying here, texting. Now, it's very, 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 very important when you're doing business to do business through email and text messaging. Why? Because it's timed, stamped, and dated. So when you do that, you have the written proof. Most people can talk all the nonsense and garbage over the phone and tell you anything you want, but it's always best to have things in writing. So again, we texted Bad Business Realty, and Bad Business Realty told us that they were still working on our contract, and they would talk to their seller that night. So now the next day comes, and we text Bad Business Realty again. Bad Business Realty now tells us, and again, I hope you're following with me. Bad Business Realty tells us the day before they're working on our offer. The day before that, they're working on our offer. Now Bad Business Realty comes and tells us that there's 3 offers on the property after the 3rd day. No mention previously of any offers whatsoever, and texting us that they're working on our offer. Okay. So now Bad Business Realty relays another text message to us saying that we are going to do, since there's 3 offers, we are going to do a best and final by the end of today's business day. Okay? So Superhero Realty says, okay, Okay, we've been involved in a best and final. The last 3 properties that we sold were best and finals. So Bad Business Realty says we're going to do a best and final the same day that he tells me that there's 3 other offers, never mentioning them before. Okay, tells us we're doing a best and final by the end of the business day today, which 5 o'clock is usually the end of the business day. 9 to 5, let's say. 6 o'clock if you stay a little bit later. So, Superhero Realty calls their client and tells their client, maybe we should do this, but this is another option. Either way, they're coming up in price. So, Superhero Realty talks to their client gives them a price to go back with. Okay? Now, Bad Business Realty comes back and says, if we get this number and your client will do a 60-day closing instead of a 30-day closing, your client has the highest number down payment and they would accept this offer. Okay. So now, Superhero Realty goes back to his client, speaks to his client, even tells his client, speak to a mortgage rep before, just to make sure your payment isn't that far off than what you want. Client speaks to mortgage rep. Client likes what mortgage rep has to say. Client calls Superhero Realty again and tells Superhero Realty, let's go to this price. Okay. And this was midday, maybe 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So maybe an hour went by, if that, on the long end, before Superhero Realty got back to Bad Business Realty, telling them, we are doing this, exactly what they asked for. Now, as a joke, being funny, go make my deal. Okay? Up to this point, great relationship. Now, Superhero Realty is home, laying down, watching a romantic comedy, having his Wheaties, drinking some caffeine or water like we always do, relaxing, chillaxing. Okay? When at 9:13, as a matter of fact, to be exact, Bad Business Realty calls Superhero Realty and tells Superhero Realty that they won the best and final. Remember that. Remember those 2 words. Best and final. Best and final. Okay? Congratulations, your client won the best and final. My client's going to accept your offer. So the seller is accepting the offer. A best and final is a binding agreement, and accepting an offer should be a binding agreement. Now, I tell Bad Business Realty that I'm going to send over the new cover page in the morning. Best and final has been concluded. Best and final. Best and final. Remember those words. Has been concluded. Superhero Realty goes back to his client and tells him, congratulations, you won the best and final. Your deal has been accepted. Again, key words, best and final. Best meaning the highest, and final meaning that's it. Final meaning that's it. Okay. So now at 9:43, a half hour later, after best and final has been concluded and our client's deal has been accepted. And again, let me reiterate that. Best and final concluded, our client's offer accepted. 9:43, Superhero Realty gets a call from Bad Business Realty, and Bad Business Realty tells us that they allowed an offer that a realtor that was in a best and final, that, again, let me say it, a best and final, allowed that realtor, when they were telling those realtors that their offers got rejected because Superhero Realty won the best and final, allowed that realtor that had one of the three offers to offer higher, allowed them, when after rejecting them, allowed them to put a higher offer in when a best and final was done, violating the code of ethics, violating your honor in your word, and violating my client buying a house. Now, in case you don't know real estate, and this is what we're here for, to tell everybody, again, we tell you all the ups and downs in business. We're not just posting good reviews. We're not just saying what you want to hear. We're telling you our experiences. We're telling you our stories. We're telling you about the realtors out there that don't do their job correctly, that violate the code of ethics in real estate, that have no honor in their word. And there's a lot of realtors out there that do that. Remember, everybody now has their real estate license. Everybody's getting into it. Everybody thinks it's a part-time job. Good luck getting a part-time job in real estate. Okay? It's a full-service business. If you're not willing to follow the rules of real estate, if you're not willing to do a good job and just do your job at all, then get out of the business. You don't belong in business. You belong working for somebody at a 9-to-5 job because you clearly don't know how to do sales and you clearly cannot follow the code of ethics in real estate. So, superhero realtors let the other bad business realtors know a best and final was called for by the end of today's workday, 5, 6 o'clock at night, let's say. You told us that our offer was accepted, and we won the best and final. So how can you call it a best and final? How could you tell us we won the best and final and then allow another realtor? Obviously and clearly, the other realtor didn't take best and final seriously enough and took a chance. And the funniest thing is we told our client to take a chance as one of the options. And our client said, no, I don't want to lose the house over $5,000. So my client came up to the number that they asked for. Okay? Now, winning a best and final, why call it a best and final? Why not just have everybody keep negotiating? Or why not have people keep putting offers in? Why call it a best and final if you're not going to do it a best and final? Now, if an offer was kicked out from Superhero Realty, from another one of Bad Business Realty's agents, well, then that would even make it even better because they're trying to make the business, and it shows why they allowed somebody else to put in an offer after a best and final was done. So you see a lot of shady stuff out there with a lot of these fly-by-night realtors or these new realtors who their brokers don't even train them, who make them go sit there and watch video shows and programmings, and your assholes like Grant Cardone. Who are these people? We don't know. A broker's job is to train his realtors. A broker's job is responsibility for his realtors. Now, we contacted the broker, and on top of it, listen to this. Now, again, One Stop Realty Shop, Net You, the After School Challenge. Broker owner, Simone Jr. Simone Jr., broker owner. Now, we contacted Bad Business Realty's realtor and told him we wanted the broker's number to speak to the broker. Two different brokers. A compliance broker and a managing broker. You only have one boss to answer to here. one boss to make decisions here. Now, we contacted those people the night of, the morning next, and they didn't take it seriously at all. They didn't take it seriously at all. So, again, when you do bad business, bad karma comes to you. You're not even a respectable person. You have no honor in your job. You have no honor in your word. And again, when you violate the code of ethics, like Bad Business Realty did, why have a best and final if you're not going to do a best and final without other people? So now, Superhero Realty, their clients are very upset because they told Superhero Realty to tell their clients that they got their offer accepted and the best and final was concluded. So, Superhero Realty's clients went to the real estate board today and put a complaint in. Superhero Realty also put a complaint in. And remember, I don't understand in all this business that's going on. People post all their positive things and people kissing their butts. But people don't post the negative things like this, like the things that they do. But this stuff goes on every day in real estate. Every day in real estate. Every single day in real estate. This goes on. Marketing and advertising is done incorrectly. Proper training is not given. Code of ethics are being broken. And guess what? You can't even get in touch with a broker. You have to talk to 4 different people to get an answer. Is that how business works? Is that what you guys all want to be a part of? That's why we say choosing the right realtor. The right realtor is the most important thing you could do. Is the most important thing you could do. Or else stuff like this happens. So, not only did you violate a code of ethics, not only did you violate your honor and your word as a person, which we have no respect for that here at One Stop Realty Shop. No respect. You're down here on the totem pole when you can't even honor your word. We hate bad business. Look at this when we tell you, anybody watching on here, anybody that's going to watch this, we hate bad business. If you're going to do bad business, get out. Get out. Go dig a hole. Go lay in it. Go to sleep. Go do some crocheting because you're not a business person. Good business is the only business. So guys, this has been Story Time with One Stop Realty Shop. Net You, the After School Challenge. Choosing the best realtor and choosing a good realtor is your #1 priority. Because if not, you get Bad Business Realty instead of Superhero Realty. And again, the real estate commission's there for a reason, guys. The real estate commission's there for a reason. Because it's unfair. Every real estate deal has to be fairly done. And again, anybody that doesn't understand, a verbal agreement is the same thing as a written agreement. Holds just as much water. And text messaging and emailing. Guys, make sure you're doing that with your clients because there's a lot of seedy, shady people out there. Guys, we're here to help. We're your real estate superheroes for a reason. This has been Story Time with Ron Simone Jr., your real estate superhero. One Stop Realty Shop, Net You, the After School Challenge, Caffeine and Water, Mr. Direct, New Jersey's best hype man, Hot Shots. What's going on, guys? Bring back good business. Bring back good business. The rest of you bad business guys, go bury yourself in a hole with just your head out of it. Or stick your head up somebody's ass because that's where it needs to be. Remember, guys, all it takes is that one stop. Don't go with the zeros. Don't go with bad business. Go with good business. Remember what we tell you all the time. 80% of the realtors do 20% of business, and 20% of the realtors do 80% of the business. There's a reason for that. Get with that. All it takes, and you got to make that one stop.